Course Workers here for Slap News with Logan Greenhalgh. How you doing, my man?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. Thank you for joining me here today. How excited are you to be part of Power Slap and the reality TV series Road to the Title 2?
Oh, it's an honor. It's kind of surreal, honestly, just knowing who's there, who I'm associated with, being around everybody. I think it's very humbling and it's amazing, honestly.
Yeah, man. I mean, big opportunity. It's been less than a year that Power Slap has been in business, but the growth has been undeniable. The social numbers are insane. From a small town kid, like what enticed you to get into Power Slap?
Well, my buddy sent me a video of a match. It was on TikTok, I believe, but I
Mhm.
saw Wolverine. I saw his match, and I was like, "Wow, I want to do this. This looks fun." And I said, I like being hit. It doesn't really phase me. A lot of people are like scared to get hit, and I think
Mhm.
it's kind of it's a mindset, really. I mean,
Mhm.
that's all it really is. Is it's just locking in, and it's just been amazing so far.
Awesome, man. So, like, what in your background gives you this confidence?
I did powerlifting.
Okay.
I'm in the gym every single day. I wrestled for 3 years. I did MMA, and I mean, I love contact. Football is my main sport. I play JUCO football.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
the contact in that really made me like hitting people and getting hit. Really,
Nice. What position did you play in football?
linebacker and defensive end.
Okay. Awesome, man. Were you a sack machine or what?
Yeah, yeah. I love my swim move, and I love running people over. Whenever they'd come in the middle, that's my favorite.
Oh, awesome, man. Wicked, dude. So you're sitting there in heavyweight right now, kind of in the middle of the heavyweight division around 245. Did you cut it all, or was that kind of just your normal walk around weight?
No, that's my normal walk around weight. Actually, I put on probably 10 to 15 pounds because in Power Slap 4, I weighed like 235. Came into the house weighing around like 240, 245.
Okay. Awesome, my man. I don't want you to give away too much of the show itself, but being part of it, being casted, being in the house with 28 other guys, what was that experience like?
Um, Different. I mean, we're all dudes. It's
Yeah.
just honestly just hanging out with the guys. The
Mhm.
first like few days was kind of weird, but it's more like you're getting to know people and having people like Zach and Brandon with me pretty much the entire time who I met at Power Slap 4. Them being my roommates, it really kind of helped me get more comfortable and get out there really.
Awesome, man. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely there's twists and there's turns that can take place. I mean, living with that many guys in the house, it's bound to happen that there's going to be some scraps and disagreements. And,
Oh, yeah.
they really set up that atmosphere for those types of things to happen. Obviously, it makes for good television. But what do you think of like, the resources, the safety protocol, the athletic commission, everything that's been put in place with Power Slap, hasn't met and or exceeded your expectations of what you thought going into this?
I think it's exceeded my expectations, honestly.
Mhm.
Just seeing all the work that gets put into it, the production. There's so many people that are in on this and that putting probably countless hours of working and trying to make sure everything's perfect.
Mhm. So you said you put on 10 pounds or so roughly to go into the house. So if you were normally walk around 235, could you ever make that light heavyweight cap of 205?
I think I could. I
Yeah.
think I could with some like serious like training and weight cutting. I think I could get it done. It would take.
Mhm.
I would do it the right way though. I wouldn't be like stupid and just starve myself and
Totally.
sit in saunas the entire time. I would do it healthy and
Mhm.
I would make sure I lose like fat in my like bad weight and still maintain my muscle.
Of course. Absolutely, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's do a fight recap against William Woods in round one of Road to the Title number 2. So here we go. You've got 4 inches taller and you're about 20 pounds heavier. What do you think of Williams going into the match, seeing him in the house?
I knew I had size and strength right away. But my motto was humble before we rumble. So I didn't overlook him. I didn't look past him. I knew I was getting hit first, and I'm really confident in myself and my ability to take a hit. So I kind of knew that it wasn't really going to phase me much.
Mhm. So did you feel like it was a club right from the get-go?
Yeah, well, it felt like he hit me in the back of the ear for some reason,
Okay.
but looking at the video, he didn't. I don't know why it felt like the back of the ear, but I definitely felt the club, and I heard
Yeah.
the club. It didn't. It
Yeah.
didn't sound like a smack.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, how hard was that hit from William, do you think?
uh, honestly, probably like a 4.
Okay. Could you see the fear in his eyes right now?
Yeah, I also felt it. I felt the fear whenever we were in weigh-ins. I looked right into his soul. I could just tell he was nervous. He didn't even look me in the eyes.
Mhm. As soon as that strike connected, did you know it was over?
Yeah, I kind of knew going into it that it was going to be a first round knockout,
Mhm.
and I knew once I hit him and I saw him go down, they wouldn't be able to continue.
Mhm. Do you think was that your best strike that you've given? Or do you think there's still more in the tank there?
I think there's more in the tank. That was only my second match ever, so I
Mhm.
think with experience and learning from my coach and learning how to really um, show that I have power, I think I could do. There's more.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, obviously you can't spar. So being able to hit a real human with those lights on, how hard of it is an adjustment for you to actually get up there to be able to perform, to deliver a clean slap? I mean, we see with some of these new strikers coming in, like William, with a club. Actually hard is it to hit the guy on the button and not commit a foul?
When you're up there, it's a lot harder than you think because when you're up there, you lose
Mhm,
where you're at. Your mind kind of goes blank. You kind of forget a lot of things, but then you just got to lock back in and you look at your target and you look the entire way. And I think if you practice enough and you're prepared enough, you just have no problem.
mhm. Let's talk with your coach, KO Chris. How was that experience and what'd you learn from him?
So that was actually my first time meeting him. I think he was a pretty cool guy. I mean, he was fun to be around. He's funny. He's a
Mhm,
hothead for sure, and he's all over the place. But he going in my first practice with him. I did some practice slaps, and all he really told me was just keep my feet on the ground. He knew my slap was good.
mhm.
He was really confident in me from the get go. So I think him just kind of um, motivating me and being confident in me, that really helped me.
Awesome, man. Being able to get there to Las Vegas, take down William Woods in round one. What can people expect from you, in the remaining episodes of the show to come?
I would look at my power. I think my power is pretty much unmatched in the heavyweight division. I know that we do the cube to test the power, but
Mhm,
that really doesn't show the full power you can bring. Slapping a box on the wall compared to slapping an actual human in the
mhm.
face is completely different.
Yeah, I hear you, my man. And I mean, the numbers seem to be quite different as well from the first series to the second series. There's quite a big difference in numbers. So I'm curious if they use the same cube or not, if there's a different one being used there. But I think it's super cool that they do have the slap score, though. Kind of neat to
Yeah.
see that unfold and how they used it as part of the fantasy game. So I thought that was a really nice evolution. Did you ever
Oh
think
yeah.
you ever think you'd be in a fantasy game, and potentially might even be in the mobile slap video game as well?
No, I think that's like another surreal thing. I think it's
Mhm,
amazing. I think what Power Slap is doing, I think they're doing everything the right way, and it's
mhm,
getting out there, and just being a part of that is just so cool to talk about, and people come up and talk about it with me, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. You can put me in your fantasy lineup and all that cool stuff.
totally. Where do you wanna go with power slap, my man?
I want to be a champion. I got my mind set on one thing, and that's winning that belt. And
Mhm.
I don't think anyone. I know Bell. I mean, he can slap. He has experience. He doesn't really phase me. I'm really nobody.
Gotcha, my man. So, like, are you still gonna try to balance being a student and do power slap for a little while here, or could you see yourself, taking a little bit of a break from your studies and really try to make power slap a go?
I think I think if I really want to become a champion and put all this work in and really dedicate myself to this. And I probably will end up taking a break from school just so I
Mhm.
can really put 100% of my focus into this and dedicate pretty much my life to it, because there's good money in it, and the people you meet, the connections you make are insane.
Yeah, absolutely, my man. One more question for you. Where can people follow you along in the journey? Because it's your first time on Slap News, so I want to make sure they have your social handle.
Sweet. My social handle is Greenhalgh 2647. It's that for all my social media.
Awesome, man. I lied to you. One more, okay? Any of the super heavyweights ranked in the top, or sorry, any of the heavyweights ranked in the top 5 of Power Slap right now, if they're watching this interview, what do you want to say to them?
Watch out! Don't underestimate me. Just because I'm young doesn't mean anything. Um, Train. If you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to train really, really hard. And we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Humble till we rumble. I'm not gonna be cocky. I'm not gonna be all that. I'm here to put in the work, and that's it.
Awesome, my man. Appreciate you joining me. This is your Future Watch with Logan Greenhalgh. If you're not doing so already, hit that subscribe bell, hit the notification bell as well on YouTube. And if you want to give Logan any questions in a future episode, please let it be known in the comments section below. Much love, my man. Appreciate you.
Sweet. Thank you.